Good morning. Okay, so have you revised last class? Hmm? Who was the organizing secretary of the Anibescent Home Rule Movement? The organizing secretary of the Home Ruling Movement, which was started by the Anibescent. Not madam. George Arundale. Yes, Subramanya Iyer was the supporter of the her version of the HRL. We got it? Who introduced the Zamindari system? Zamindari system? Cornwallis. Okay. So, subsidiary alliance. Which was the first Indian provinces to enter the subsidiary alliance? Hyderabad. In which year Mysuru entered subsidiary alliance? In which year? 1799. Okay. Doctrine of lapse was introduced by Dalhousie. Through which act the British government created the position called Secretary of State for India. Through which act the British government created a position called Secretary of State for India. Indian Council Act. Yesterday I told you. Through which act the British government created a position called Secretary of State for India. And I have told you, it's your assignment to find out about the first Secretary of State for India. I told you yesterday. Through which act the British government provided a separate electorate to the Muslims. Morlamento reforms or Indian Council Act 1909. Okay. Surat split. Who was the president of the INC during the time of Surat split? Rash Bihari Ghosh, not a boss. Ghosh. Okay. Who was the president of the Congress during the time of Lucknow Pact? AC Majumdar, Ambika Charan Majumdar. Lucknow Pact between moderates and extremists, Congress and Muslim League. Who established the Muslim League? The founder of the Muslim League? Nawab Khwaza. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Okay. These are the founding members of the Muslim League during the time of Swajh movement. British government or the Viceroy of India, he separately invited the Muslim leaders. Okay. Ultimately, Muslim leaders decided to withdraw the Swadeshi movement. Okay. Hence, later it was led by the both extremists as well as the moderates. Who was the leader from Kanpur in 1857 battle? Was the leader from the Kanpur in the first war of Indian independence? Nana Sahib. From Bareilly? Khan Bahadur Khan. Who granted the Diwali rights to the Britishers over Bengal, Bihar, Odisha region? Not Sirajuddaula. Shalam 2. Okay, so now where we have stopped last class, I think. Okay, see. Uh, Now, see, the Government of India Act 1990. This was also known as a Montego-Chelmsford Reform. Montego-Chelmsford Reform. Montego-Chelmsford Reform. So listen here. After the Home Rule League movement, after the Lucknow Pact, okay, so Bal Gangadhar Tilak went out of the to London, okay, so because he filed a defamation case against the Valentino Chirot, okay, the British journalist who referred Bal Gangadhar Tilak as the father of the Indian unrest, okay, and other extremist leaders such as Bipin Chandrapal, okay, Lala Lajpat Rai, Aurobindo Ghosh, these people, they retired from the active politics. Okay, but as well as after the Lucknow Pact, Annie Besant, she changed her stand. She changed her stand. Hence, this was the right time to British, okay, to continue their divide and rule policy. So same like when Swadeshi movement was ended. Okay, so 1905, after the Surat split, okay, Congress under the control of the moderates, there was no active nationalist movement. Hence, they introduced Indian Council Act 1909. Okay, again, same situation. Now they are trying to continue their divide and rule policy. Okay, hence they introduced an act called Government of India Act 1919. This was also known as a Montego Chelmsford Reforms. Montego Chelmsford Reforms. Montego was the Secretary of State for India, and Chelmsford was the Viceroy of India during that time. Okay, so now see, very important. The what are the provisions of this act? Very important provision is that the introduction of the diarchy. Introduction of diarchy. What is the meaning of the diarchy? See, which schedule of the Indian Constitution consists of three lists? Which schedule of the Constitution consists of three lists? Which schedule of the Constitution deals with the separation of the power between center and the state? Schedule. Total, how many schedules in the Indian Constitution? 12 schedule. Okay. So now, which schedule deals with the separation of the power? 7 schedule. It consists of three lists: central list, state list, and the concurrent list. Hope schedules are very important. We got it. 7 schedule, 8 schedule, first to 2 till 12. Okay, very important. They can ask you the match the following question. See, through Government of India Act 1919, they introduced a diarchy. Diarchy means it consists two subjects. One is union list. Okay, another one is provincial list. Provincial list. Union subject as well as the provincial subject. Again, provincial subject were divided into two types. Okay, one is reserved list, reserved subjects. Another one is transferred subject. Transferred subjects. Reserved subject as well as the transferred subject. Here, under the reserved subject, okay, important matter such as land revenue, okay, police, law and order, okay, so judicial administration, these important subjects comes under the reserved list, and these reserved list controlled by the Viceroy of India. okay, or Governor General of that particular period. Clear? Okay, so and this reserve subject constitutes 80% of your budget. 80% of your budget. And the transport subject, it consists of very less important subjects such as health, education, local governance. Hope you got it. Labor reforms. Hope you got it. These are the very less important for whom? Britishers. Okay, so result list consists of very important subjects such as law and order, police, judicial administration, land revenue. Transport list consists of less important subjects such as judicial, law and order, not that is health, education, labor reform, local governance. Okay, this is what the introduction of the diarchy at a provincial level. Introduction of the diarchy at a provincial level, and they introduced the bicameralism at central level. Bicameralism at central level. What is the meaning of the bicameralism? Two houses. One is upper house, another one is lower house. Upper house and lower house. Okay, so bicameralism legislature. They introduced the provision of bicameralism at a central level. Okay, then another important provision is that, see, previously through 1909 Act, they provided separate electorate for the Muslims. Now they extended through this act, they extended the separate electorate for 6 Anglo Indians as well as the Europeans. Along with Muslim, now they extended a separate electorate to the 6 Anglo Indians. Hope you got it. So now these are the important provision of this Government of India Act 1919. Okay, so and they introduced the establishment of the public service, introduced the diarchy at a provincial level. Okay, where it is? This is not okay. So government subject were divided into reserved and the transfer list. Okay, and they extended separate electorate to 6. Okay, Christians as well as the Anglo Indians. Clear? So this is about the Government of India Act 1990. Clear? Here is the handout. Here is the handout. No doubt? Okay. Next, we'll begin with the Gandhian era. Very, very important. Majority question comes from this portion. Gandhian era. Okay. Now, see, Gandhi returned to India on 9th January 1950. This day celebrated as a Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, and on this day, the Government of India will provide the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Award for NRIs, okay, who contributed to India. Okay, then he established a Satyagraha ashram near Kocharba. Later, it is shifted to the Sabarmati. Okay, now we will deal with the activities. Okay, was led by the Gandhiji. Okay, first one, Champaran Satyagraha. First one, Champaran Satyagraha. See, Champaran, it was a district in Maharashtra. Sorry, not a Maharashtra, Bihar. District in Bihar. See, during that time, British government, they made the cultivation of the indigo as a mandatory. Okay, so indigo was a very important raw material for the Britishers. Okay, it was a very important raw material for clothes and other things. Okay, hence they made it mandatory. The cultivation of the indigo is mandatory. Okay, before, and indigo was a very important commercial crop. Okay, before introduction of the indigo, the Indian farmers usually they will grow for the whatever the crops for needed for their life their life. Hope you got it. But cultivation of the indigo, they made it mandatory. Hence, the farmers they rebelled against the Britishers. They rebelled against the Britishers. Okay. And ultimately, Gandhiji led the movement. Okay, Gandhiji took a active participated in the Champaran Satyagraha, and later British appointed a committee called Champaran Agrarian Committee. Okay, that is what the movement. Okay, so this Champaran Satyagraha, also known as a first civil disobedience movement. Champaran Satyagraha, also known as a first civil disobedience movement. Later, Ahmedabad mill strike. Okay, Ahmedabad mill strike. Indian industries under the economic crisis because of the industrial revolution. Okay, and Europeans or the Britishers, they made India as their the hub for the raw materials. Okay, the labor situation was very critical in India. Hence, the Indian laborers. Okay, they they started protest against the European merchants. Okay, Gandhiji took active participate. Okay, this is Ahmedabad mill strike. See, during this period, for the first time, Gandhiji used hunger strike. Hunger strike. For the first time, Gandhiji used hunger strike. Okay. So first civil disobedience movement, Champaran Satyagraha. First hunger strike led by the Gandhiji during the time of Ahmedabad mill strike. Okay. So next. Next, Kheda Satyagraha. Okay, Kheda Satyagraha also related to the British government. They imposed heavy taxes on the farmers. Okay, hence in this movement, okay, the Gandhi met the Sardar Vallabhai Patel. Okay, so very important aspect. Okay, Gandhi met Sardar Vallabhai Patel. Okay, so that is what Kheda. And tax reduced to 25% to 6% after intervention by the Gandhiji. Clear? Done? Next, Rowlatt Satyagraha. Okay, so against the Rowlatt Act, this was also known as a Black Act. See, British government, they introduced a Rowlatt Act, also known as a Black Act. The important provision of this act was to no dalil, no wakil, no appeal. See, if anyone participated in the revolutionary activities, they will sentence and they will detain it for a 2 years without any trial. They will detain it for a 2 years without any trial, and there was no provision of the appeal against the judgment, which was done by the which was made by the British judges. Hope you got it. According to this act, hence this act known as a no dalil, no wakil, no appeal. Okay, the main intention behind this act was to suppress the revolutionary activities in India. Okay, and to the freedom of the movement. Okay, this act imposed a lot of restrictions over the fundamental rights of the Indians. Hence, the Gandhiji boycotted this act, and he called for and he gave a order to launch a all India Hartal, all India Hartal or all India movement. But this Rowlatt Satyagraha was mainly prevalent in Delhi and Punjab region. Why Delhi and Punjab region? Because of majority revolutionary activities ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದು. Hope you got it. Punjab region, Bhagat Singh, remember? Okay. Delhi region, Sukhdev Rajguru. Okay. They belongs to this particular region. Hope you got it. So that's why the Rowlatt Satyagraha was become very prominent in this region, Delhi and Punjab region. Hope you got it. Hence, they tries to suppress the as much as possible. But on 13th April 1990, on 13th April 1990, people in Punjab, okay, they participated together in a celebration of Baisakhi. See, before it, see, in Punjab region, British government, they arrested two important leaders. Okay, one is Satyapal, another one is Saifuddin Kichu. The two important leaders who actively participated in the Rowlatt Satyagraha. British government, they arrested these two leaders. Okay, on 13th April 1919, people in Punjab, they participated together in a large field. Okay, the reason behind it, one is to celebrate the Baisakhi, and peaceful movement against the Britishers to release these two important leaders. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವರನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಜನರು ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? Without any arms, or women, children, old age persons were actively participated in this movement. But during that time, the General Dyer, British official, okay, he ordered to a fire against these armless people. Okay, they they killed many innocent Indians without any humanity, without any inhumanly. They killed lot of Indians. Okay, children, old age people, as well as the women, and this incident known as a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. This incident known as a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. They killed lot of Indians. Okay, there was a clip in your YouTube. Okay, you can just go through it. Okay, how these British officials, they killed innocent Indians. Hope you got it. So it is available in YouTube. Just go through it. Time illa andre nane torsidde. Okay. Jallianwala Bagh massacre date is very important. 13 April 1919. Okay, people celebrating Baisakhi and demanding to release the Satyapal and the Saifuddin Kichu, prominent leaders from the Punjab. These people arrested due to they participated in the Rowlatt Satyagraha. Okay, so General Dyer opened a fire and on unarmed people, killed thousands of the masses. This is known as a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Clear? This was known as a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Next, non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation movement. See, non-cooperation movement. The reason for the NCM, okay, it was led by the Gandhiji. The reasons for the NCM, one is Rowlatt Act. Okay, one is Rowlatt Act. Another one is Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Another one is Khilafat issue. What is the Khilafat issue? See, during the time of First World War, these Britishers, they dethroned the Khalifa of Turkey. They dethroned the Khalifa of Turkey and they captured the Turkey. Okay, Khalifa, not only a king, he was a Islam religious leader. He was a religious leader of the Islam. Okay, hence Muslim League in India, okay, they demanded before the Britishers to reinstall the position of the Khalifa in Turkey. Okay, in India, they are demanding before the Britishers. But Britishers, they did not accept this demand. Hence, the Muslims, those who are living in India, they participated along with Congress in the non-cooperation movement. Both now Congress as well as the Muslim League took actively participated in the non-cooperation movement. This was the Khilafat issue. Hope you got it. This was the Khilafat issue. See, usually the Gandhiji want to start the non-cooperation movement in 3 stages. First stage 1 is, okay, under stage 1, okay, the returning the titles and the awards given by the Britishers. Returning the titles and awards given by the Britishers. Whatever the titles, whatever the awards, whatever the gifts was given by the Britishers should return. Okay, and during this phase, Gandhiji returned his Kaiser-e-Hind award. Gandhiji returned his Kaiser-e-Hind award. This was award given by the Gandhiji in Africa. This was award given by the Britishers to Gandhiji in Africa. Okay, now Gandhiji decided to return this award, and during this time, Rabindranath Tagore returned his knighthood award. Knighthood award. Clear? So this was the first stage of the non-cooperation movement, returning awards as well as the titles. Okay, so the second stage, Second stage was boycotting schools and colleges. Boycotting schools and colleges, boycotting government officers, boycotting courts. Okay, so this was the second stage of the non-cooperation movement. Okay, in 1920. Later, third stage. In third stage, they decided to boycott the land revenue policies or taxation system of the Britishers. They decided to boycott the taxation system of the Britishers. But before implementing this stage, the non-cooperation movement was ended. Listen here. See, now they implemented two stages, first stage as well as the second stage. Now Gandhiji, okay, Gandhiji as well as the Congress, they planned to implement this stage. But before implementing this stage, it was ended. Why it was ended? On 5th February, 5th February 1922. There was a village called Chauri Chaura. There was a village called Chauri Chaura. In Chauri Chaura, okay, the people, they peacefully protesting against the Britishers. Okay, they peacefully marching against the Britishers. But these Britishers, these British police officials, they inhumanly made a lathi charge on these peaceful protesters. Okay, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಠಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಟೆಡ್, ದೇ ಅರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ the village persons of that particular village, that is Chauri Chaura, okay, they decided to set a fire on this particular police station. Okay, so approximately 25 police officials were burned in this incident. Okay, hence the Gandhi decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. What was the ideology of the Gandhi? Satya, ahimsa. Now Chauri Chaura incident became a himse. Hope you got it. Police officials were killed. Okay, innocent people were killed. Okay, hence Gandhiji decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement due to Chauri Chaura incident. 5th February 1922. Very, very important. Clear? These are the features of the non-cooperation movement. Okay. Relinquishing the titles, resign from the government jobs. Okay, withdrew the children from the government and aided schools, boycott the foreign goods. Okay, then not to serve British army. Okay, lawyers boycotted the court. Okay, officials boycotted the government officers, children and students boycotted the colleges and universities. Okay. Next, end of the operation movement. Chauri Chaura incident, 5th February 1922. Police unnecessarily fired on peaceful procession. Many were killed. Later, villages burned down the police station. As a result, 22 policemen were killed. Gandhiji is shocked by this incident and decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Clear? Hope you got it. This was the Chauri Chaura incident. Next, see, in Government of India Act 1919, there was another provision. Okay, there was along with the diarchy, along with the extension of the separate electorate, as well as the introduction of the bicameralism, Public Service Commission, there was another provision that, okay, see, after the one of the important provision of this act is that after 10 years, British government will send a commission, a statutory commission, okay, to review the working of the Government of India Act 1919. Okay, 1919 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 10 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡು, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೆಡ್, to review the working, the progression of the Government of India 1990. Okay, see, they introduced the act in 1919. What was the 10 years after? 1929. 1929 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು? ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಇನ್ 1929. Okay, but before 1929, okay, in 1927 the British government appointed a statutory commission to review the Government of India Act 1919, 2 years early, and this commission was known as a Simon Commission. This commission was known as a Simon Commission. Okay, so Simon Commission, see, Simon Commission was headed by the John Simon, a British official, and it consists of 7 members. Okay, why Indians opposed? Why Indians protested against this commission? The reason is that Simon Commission headed by the John Simon arrived to India to study the constitutional reforms. Okay, according to which act? 1919 Act. Okay, this commission appointed under the 1919 Act. Okay, it had failed to include even a single Indian in commission, so it was opposed by the Indian. Total, see, 1 chairman plus 7 members. Out of 8 peoples, there was no single Indian in this commission. Okay, why they arrived in India? Why they arrived in India? To review the constitutional reforms in India. Okay, to review the Indian situations. Okay, but there was no single Indian member. Hope you got it. So that's why the people, they rebelled against the Simon Commission. Okay, Simon go back. This was the major slogan during the time of anti-Simon agitation. Okay, it's your assignment to who coined this term. Okay, the term called Simon go back, coined by whom? It is your assignment. Okay, who, madam? Yusuf Meher Ali. Okay, he coined the term called Simon go back. Now, so listen here. In 1927, the Simon Commission was appointed. Okay, in 1928, Simon Commission submitted the report. Okay, so but the Indians, they completely opposed, refused the Simon Commission and its recommendations. Okay, during that time, okay, the Secretary of State for India was Birkenhead. He was the Secretary of State for India. He was the Secretary of State for India during the anti-Simon agitation. Okay, see, he gave 2 challenges to Indians. Listen here first. He gave 2 challenges to Indians. Okay, if you are opposing the Simon Commission, I will give you 2 challenges. Okay, so what are those challenges? First, to draft your own constitution. Who gave the challenges? Birkenhead. Yaar kortidane? For Indians, for us. Okay, so to draft your own constitution. Okay, and second challenge is whatever the constitution drafted by you people should accepted by the all the communities of India. Okay, the challenge 1, what was the first challenge? To draft your own constitution. If you people are now rebelling against the Simon Commission, now we will give you opportunity to draft your own constitution, and whatever the constitution drafted by you should accepted by the all the communities of India. Okay, so now let us see. Hence, now he gave a challenge. Indians, we accepted the challenge which was given by the Birkenhead. Hence, the Congress decided to set up a committee to draft our own constitution. Hope you got it. And this committee was headed by the Motilal Nehru. This committee was headed by the Motilal Nehru. Hence, this committee was famously known as a Nehru Committee 1928. This committee, this committee was famously known as a Nehru Committee 1928. Okay, and this committee accepted the first challenge, and this committee drafted the our own constitution. This committee drafted the our own constitution. And what was the second challenge? Now we've see. What was the second challenge? So it should be accepted by the all the committee. Now we achieved the first challenge. We achieved the first challenge. We drafted our own constitution. Now we should achieve the second challenge. What was the second challenge? It should be accepted by the all the communities of India. Now the Nehru Committee report accepted in the 1928 by the Congress. Okay, but this various provisions were there. The important provision of this committee is that Nehru Committee report rejected the separate electorate for the Muslims. Nehru Committee report rejected the separate electorate for the Muslims. Now, what was the challenge? Second challenge. It should be accepted. It should be accepted by the all the communities of India. Now, Nehru Committee report. Okay, they are demanding that to remove the separate electorate for the Muslims. Now, Muslim League, they rejected the Nehru Committee report. They rejected the Nehru Committee report. We failed to achieve the second challenge. We failed to achieve the second challenge. British were they were well-known people regarding the nature of the Indians. Hence, they gave us challenge. We achieved first challenge, we failed second challenge. Hope you got it. This was the Nehru report as well as the challenge given by the Birkenhead. Now, listen here first. Now, in 1928, December, Congress accepted the Nehru report. Okay, but Muslim rejected the Nehru report, and Muslim League. Okay, Muslim League provided some amendments regarding the Nehru report. These are the amendments known as the Calcutta Amendments. Okay, so don't worry about it. But Nehru report also rejected the amendments proposed by the Muslim League. Okay, in 1929. Now 1929. Okay, our Chacha Nehru. Okay, he gave 1 year deadline to the Britishers. He gave 1 year deadline to the Britishers. Within 1 year, British government should implement the Nehru report. Within 1 year, British government should implement the Nehru report. If not, we will launch the mass movement under the leadership of Gandhi. We will launch the mass movement under the leadership of Gandhi. Hope you got it. This was the challenge given by the Chacha to the British government. Okay. Now, 1 year was completed. There was no response from the Britishers. There was no response from the Britishers. Okay. So now, Gandhiji arrived in between the national movement. Now, Gandhiji arrived. He also proposed, okay, 11 demands before the Britishers. He also proposed 11 demands before the British government. Okay, Gandhiji also gave challenges. Within 2 months, the British government should implement all these 11 demands. But again, there was no response from the British government. Hope you got it? No response from the British government. Hence, Gandhiji as well as the Congress, they decided to launch a mass movement against the Britishers. Okay, so now in 1920, see, Lahore Congress session 1929. So in this session, see, the session was held in Lahore. Okay, this session was presided by the Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so under this session, okay, both Congress passed a resolution to launch a mass movement against the Britishers under the leadership of the Gandhi, and this mass movement was known as a civil disobedience movement or salt satyagraha. Clear? So again on, okay, so Nehru hoisted a tricolor flag on the river bank of river Ravi. Okay, and Congress declared 26th January 1930 celebrated as a first Independence Day in India. Okay. 26th January 1930 celebrated as a first Independence Day in India. This was decided in the Lahore Congress session. That's why the Constitution of India adopted on 26th January 1950. Hope you got it. This was the historical importance of the 26th January. Clear? When was the Constitution of India was adopted? 26 November 1949. Wait later. When was the Constitution of India was enacted? When was the Constitution of India enacted? Adopted on 26 November 1949. When was the Constitution of India was enacted? 26 January 1950. 50. Okay, 2 years gap. Why 2 years gap? Because of this day. Okay, they want to enact our Constitution on 26 January. Okay, that's why 2 months delay. Hope you got it. This was the importance of 26 January. Clear? Republic Day. Clear done? Clear aita? Here is there in doubt? Now, the Congress decided to launch a mass movement against the Britishers, and this was known as a civil disobedience movement. Now, we will deal with the civil disobedience movement. This was the INC Lahore session, presided by Nehru, 26 January 1930 as the first Independence Day. Tricolor flag hoisted on the river bank of Ravi, decided to launch a CDM. Okay. No. See, this was also known as a Salt Satyagraha. Why it was also known as a Salt Satyagraha? Because Gandhiji took salt as a central issue. Gandhiji took salt as a central issue. That's why it was known as a Salt Satyagraha. So the civil disobedience movement was launched on 12th March 1930. 12th March 1930, and in April they reached to the coast of Dundee, from Sabarmati to Dundee. Okay, they reached the coast of the Dundee, and here the Gandhiji broke this British salt law. Okay, why salt became a central issue? See, because previously, salt was a natural source. Okay, naturally available irtakantadu. So majority coastal people depending upon the production of the salt. Their occupation was the production of the salt. But these Britishers, they established a monopoly over the production of the salt. Hope you got it? And they imposing lot of huge taxes on the salt. Hence, Gandhiji took salt as a central issue. And this CDM created a huge revenue threat for the Britishers. Gandhiji created here the cyclone of the national movement. Okay, Gandhiji created a cyclone in this particular movement, and this will lead to huge revenue losses for the British government. Okay, so the extent of the participation in Madras region, the Salt Satyagraha was led by the C. Rajagopalachari. Then in Malabar region, the Salt Satyagraha was led by the K. Kelappan. K. Kelappan, also known as the Gandhi of Kerala. Gandhi of Kerala. Who was the Gandhi of Karnataka? Gandhi of Karnataka. Gandhi of Karnataka. Frontier Gandhi. Who is known as a Frontier Gandhi? Gandhi of Karnataka was Hardekar Manjappa. Frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Next, see, in northwest frontier provinces, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, also known as Frontier Gandhi, and he was the first foreigner who received the Bharata Ratna. First foreigner means Pakistan. Okay, so previously Pakistan was also part of India. After the partition, he belongs to Pakistan. Okay, So he was the first foreigner who received the Bharat Ratna, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Okay, and he was also known as a frontier Gandhi. And there was an organization called Khudai Kitmat Gas. Khudai Kitmat Gas or Red Shirts. Okay, this was a voluntary group which was led by the Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Khudai Kitmat Gas or Red Shirts. Huh? Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Frontier means what? Northwest frontier provinces. Now modern day Pakistan. Gadinadu, bordering area. That is what. That okay in Karnataka, in Sirsi, Siddhapura, okay, Ankola region. Okay, so in even though Gandhi visited to the Ankola region, okay, during the time of Salt Satyagraha. In Karnataka, the movement was led by the MP Nadkarni. MP Nadkarni. MP Nadkarni. Okay. Next. Now, see, British, now they are facing revenue losses because of the Gandhiji broken the salt law. In various parts of the country, the people broken their forest law, their other acts. Okay, now they are facing the revenue losses. Hence, Gandhiji created a cyclone of nationalism during this period. Hence, now they are trying to negotiate with us. Now, British government decided to negotiate with us. Hence, during that time, Viceroy of India was Irwin. Viceroy of India was Irwin. And now Irwin invited Gandhiji. Okay, come Tata, we will discuss some matters. Okay, so now Irwin invited to Gandhiji. The negotiation between Gandhiji as well as the Viceroy Irwin was known as a Irwin Pact. Okay, so now British suffered due to great economic losses. So British tries to compromise with leaders. So ultimately it will lead to Gandhi-Irwin Pact, 5th March 1931. Gandhiji-Irwin Pact. So in Gandhiji-Irwin Pact, what are the aspects which was agreed by the Gandhiji or accepted by the Gandhiji, and the aspects are accepted by the Irwin? See, Gandhiji agreed to suspend the civil disobedience movement. Gandhiji agreed to withdraw the CDM. Okay, then Gandhiji decided to take part in the second roundtable conference. Gandhiji decided to take part in the second roundtable conference. Then Gandhiji was the first Indian who signed with the Viceroy of India. Till now, ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ Viceroy ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Hope you got it. So that is what. Next, Irwin accepted to release the political prisoners, those who are arrested during the time of civil disobedience movement. Then British government withdraw the emergency ordinance which was imposed during the time of CDM, and they decided to reduce the monopoly over the salt production. But Gandhiji demanded, but Irwin did not accept it. But didn't agree to commute the death sentence of Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru. Gandhiji was demanded, but Irwin did not accept it. Hope you got it. Okay, remember 1931. Okay, both Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru was hanged. Hope you got it. Which case? Assembly bomb case. Okay, they threw a bomb in assembly regarding the trade dispute bill, public safety bill. Okay, so that's what. Done. Okay. So now Gandhiji went out of India to take part in the second roundtable conference. Three roundtable conference. First roundtable conference 1930. First roundtable conference 1930. Second roundtable conference 1931. Then third roundtable conference 1932. See, Gandhiji took part only second roundtable conference. Gandhiji participated only in second roundtable conference, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated all the three roundtable conferences. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated in all these three roundtable conferences. Clear? So now, first roundtable conference, second roundtable. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar attended all the roundtable conferences. Okay, the only roundtable conference which was attended by the Gandhiji was, that is second roundtable conference. Here, in second roundtable conference, Gandhiji participated as the leader of the Congress. Okay, then Sarojini Naidu participated as a leader of the Indian women. Then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated as a leader of the depressed classes. Now, in the roundtable conference, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated as a, one second. No, see, in all these three roundtable conference, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated as a leader of the depressed classes. Okay, why he participated in roundtable conferences? Why Dr. B.R. Ambedkar participated in roundtable conferences as a leader of the depressed classes? See, in roundtable conferences, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar demanded for the separate electorate. He demanded separate electorate for depressed classes. Now, British government, they provided separate electorate for the Muslim, Sikhs, Christian, Anglo-Indian community. Okay, now he demanded separate electorate for the depressed classes. Depressed classes means SC, ST, OBC. Okay, now he demanded. But Gandhiji, he opposed the demand of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He opposed the demand of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay. In 19, I hope, one second. What was the date, ma'am? What was the date? I think regarding the introduction of the that is communal award. 16th August 1932. Okay, sir. Now listen. See, on 16th August 1932, 16th August 1932, British government, during that Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, okay, Ramsay MacDonald, okay, he declared a communal award. What was the communal award? According to this communal award, British government extended the separate electorate for the depressed classes. Okay, on 16th August 1932, okay, during then Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald declared the communal award, which extended the separate electorate for the depressed classes along with Muslims, Sikhs, Christians. Okay, now Gandhiji opposed this communal award. Now Gandhiji in jail, Gandhiji in Aravada jail. Okay, now he decided to do a hunger strike, fast until death, because he opposed the communal award. He opposed the separate electorate for the depressed classes. Why Gandhiji opposed? Why Gandhiji opposed? Is it good or not? If British government provided the separate electorate for the depressed classes, is it good or not? Because these depressed classes, they are facing lot of exploitation. There was no fundamental rights for them. If they are providing some rights to them, it is good. Yes or not? But Gandhiji opposed it. Why Gandhiji opposed it? Because already these Britishers, they divided us on the basis of the religion. Remember, separate electorate for the Muslim, separate electorate for the Sikhs, Christians. Now they are trying to divide us on the basis of the caste system. Hope you got it. Already religion based ಮೇಲೆ divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ through the separate electorate. Okay, now they are dividing us on the basis of the caste system through this communal award. Hope you got it. Hence, Gandhiji opposed this communal award. Okay, but Gandhiji now started to hunger strike. But British government, they shifted their responsibility over the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Gandhiji was an old person. ಉಪವಾಸ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. He is doing fasting. Okay, if ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಲ್ತಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆದರೆ who is responsible? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is responsible. Anything was happened with the Gandhiji, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar treated as a villain. Yes or not? Because Ambedkar accepted the communal award. Gandhiji opposed the communal award. Okay. Now, British government, they shifted their responsibility over the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Now, there was a conflict, ideological conflict between Gandhiji as well as the Ambedkar. Okay, if Ambedkar, British ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, if Ambedkar accept ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we will accept, we will withdraw the communal award. But Ambedkar did not accept it. Okay, hope you got it. So this will lead to a dilemma between Gandhi as well as the Ambedkar. Okay, but later Ambedkar was a great scholar. Okay, Ambedkar was a great scholar. Okay, so he introduced a aspect, a provision called reservation instead of the separate electorate. Okay, so ultimately it will lead to the agreement between Gandhiji as well as the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and this agreement was known as a Pune Pact. This agreement was known as a Pune Pact between Gandhiji as well as the Ambedkar. This was the story. It is an agreement between Gandhiji and the Ambedkar, reservation of electoral seat for the depressed classes in the legislature. Okay, so these are the provisions of Pune Pact. Okay, provided 18% reservation to the depressed classes, reservation in civil services, okay, scholarship and educational grants to the depressed classes. Okay, so now clear? This all done? Clear? Hope you got it. Now, Government of India Act 1935. Government of India Act 1935. See, after roundtable conference, after communal award, the British government introduced an act called Government of India Act 1935. Very important act. Okay, so see, previously they introduced the diarchy at a provincial level, diarchy through 1919 Act. Now they abolished diarchy at a provincial level. They introduced it at a central level, and previously bicameralism was introduced at central level. Now they extended the bicameralism towards provincial level. Okay, so and they divide powers, federal list, provincial list, concurrent list. Okay, establishment of the All India Federation, Reserve Bank of India. Okay, next Public Service Commission. Okay, adopted the diarchy at the central. Okay, so separate electorate extended to depressed classes. Okay, so these are the important provisions. Okay, these are the important aspect of the Government of India Act 1935. Okay, the major source of our Indian Constitution, that is Government of India Act 1935. Okay, yes or not? Yes or not? Sources of the Constitution. ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಹೋಪ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Yes or not? Fundamental rights taken from which country? Parliamentary system taken from which country? America? Britain. Bicameralism taken from which country? These are the very basic questions. If you go through the PYQs, one question fixes you. The source of the Indian Constitution. Major source of our Constitution is Government of India Act 1935. Very important. Just go through it. Next. Till now, we have covered this. Now, take a time, revise it whatever we have covered till now. If you had, see, if you want a detailed note, okay, you can contact her. Okay, provide. ಮತ್ತೀವೇನೋ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ UPSC ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ. Diarchy. See, diarchy related to separation of the power. Separation of the power. Example such as, see, railways comes under central list. Only central government can make the laws. Okay, police comes under state list. Only state government can make the laws. This is what the separation of the power. Okay, dual government means what? Central government as well as the state government. That is federation. That is federation. Diarchy is different. Federation is different. Diarchy related to separation of the power. Federation related to dual government, two system government, such as central government and the state government. We adopted the federation, the provision of the federation from the Canada. Our federation based on Canadian model. In USA there was also a federation. Okay. Done. Quick. Done. Is there any doubt? Done. Okay. So now the Second World War begins. Okay. Second World War. Okay. Second World War begins. Okay. See, now the national movement was in passive stage. Okay. Again, in 1939 40s, the Indian National Congress it decided to launch a mass movement against the Britishers, but these Britishers were in Second World War. Okay, so now the Congress demanding for constitutional reforms, constituent assembly in India. Okay, but they want cooperation from us. Okay, who want? British want. Okay, so we have a lot of huge human resources. Okay, hence the British government they want cooperation from us. Okay, without any gift, without any kind of expectations, we Indians we will not provide any cooperation. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ. See, they want Indians in Second World War. Who want? British want. Okay, now they want cooperation from Indians. But without any remuneration, without any outcome, yes or not? We will not provide any cooperation for the British. That is British. Hence, they provided us one gift. They provided us one offer. That offer was known as a August offer. That offer was known as a August offer. Where it is? See, August offer. So, see now, okay, they want India, hence they provided us some offer. Okay, if you Indians, you supported us in the Second World War, we will provide you some offer. That is what August offer. So, what was the provisions of the August offer? Dominion status. Dominion status. What is the meaning of dominion status? Half independence. Half independence, not a full independence, not a Swaraj. Okay, we will provide you half independence. Next, inclusion of more Indians into Viceroy Executive Council. Next, Constituent Assembly, okay, to be set up after the World War II. Constituent Assembly will be set up. Next, consent of the minorities. Again, they are focusing on minorities. Who was the minorities? Muslims. Hope you got it. See, in your 1909 Act, there was another provision that for the first time, Satyendra Prasad Sinha, SP Sinha, was the first Indian who appointed to Viceroy Executive Council as a law member. Okay, so yesterday ನಾನು forgot ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ ಅದನ್ನ just note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ. SP Sinha appointed for the first Indian who became a member of the Viceroy Executive Council. Now they are telling that inclusion of more Indians into Viceroy Executive Council. Clear? This was the August offer. But Congress accept ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇದನ್ನ August offer na? No. Congress rejected the August offer. Why August offer? Dominion status. But Congress want full independence, complete independence, and consent of the minorities. Again, they are focusing on minorities. Hence, Congress rejected the August offer. Again, next. Okay, in 1942. Again, British. Okay, so we Indians were not satisfied with the August offer. We are not satisfied by the August offer. Hence, they provided another offer. They gave us another offer. That was Cripps Mission. Cripps Mission was headed by the Stafford Cripps. He was a British member of Parliament. Stafford Cripps. Okay, see, Dominion status with greater autonomy. Same, whatever they are told in the August offer, same here, same provision. Again, Dominion status with greater autonomy. But Indians want full independence. These Britishers, they did not able to understand. Next, Constituent Assembly will be set up, consisting only Indians set up after the Second World War. The defense of Indians remained in the Britishers. Whatever the defense matter related to India under the control of the Britishers. But these proposals was rejected by the Congress as well as the Muslim League. Why Congress rejected? Because they want complete independence. Hope you got it. Hence, they rejected the Cripps Mission. Now, Cripps Mission was rejected. Now, the Cripps Mission was rejected. Now, Congress, they decided to launch a mass movement against the Britishers, and that movement was Quit India Movement 1942. Quit India Movement 1942. What are the reasons for the Quit India Movement? First one, failure of the Cripps Mission. Okay, then severe inflation, then pressure from the masses, racial tendencies. These are the some important reasons for the Quit India Movement. Next. See. Now listen here. 8th August 8th August 1942 8th August 1942 Congress passed a resolution to launch a Quit India movement. Congress decided to this was in Bombay. Okay, Congress passed a resolution to launch a Quit India movement against the Britishers in 8th August 1942. Okay, 9th August 1942. 9th August 1942. Okay, so during this period, Gandhiji, he was a leader. He was the leader of the Quit India movement. Gandhiji stated that do or die. For the first time, he indirectly supported the non-violence. For the first time, he indirectly supported the non-violence. If Gandhiji ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತ ಮುಗಿತ್ ಕತೆ. If Gandhiji telling the do or die, now people they started to rebel against the Britishers and they destroyed their infrastructure, their railway bridges, their roads, their offices. They decided to do the threat as much as possible. Okay, who decided? Indians decided. Okay, hence it became impossible to the Britishers to suppress the Quit India movement. Hence now they are planning some different thing. Hence on 9th August 1942 these Britishers they arrested the Gandhiji, Nehru, other important leaders of the national movement. Okay, but ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಯೋಚನೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು? Okay, what was the plan of the British government? If we arrested the nationalist leaders, usually we will suppress the common people. So, but people they inspired from the Gandhiji. They acted as leaders, their own leaders, without any nationalistic leaders. Okay, 9th August 1942, they arrested the Gandhiji and the other important nationalist leaders. Okay, but during this time, okay, the people they actively participated and the Congress organized a secret Congress radio. Secret Congress radio. And this secret Congress radio, what was the objective of this secret Congress radio is to coordinate the activities during the time of Quit India movement. To coordinate the activities during the time of Quit India movement. This was organized by whom? Congress. Okay, underground radio. Okay, so and the announcer of this secret Congress radio was Usha Mehta. Usha Mehta was the announcer of secret Congress radio, and this method is also known as a Karnataka method. This method also known as a Karnataka method. Okay, this method also known as a Karnataka method. Hope you got it. Okay, so now so All India Congress Committee meet Gwalior Tank Maidan. This was also known as the Quit India Maidan in Bombay on 8th August 1942. Okay, Gandhi called for masses do or die, and Gandhiji and other nationalist leaders such as Vallabhbhai Patel, Nehru, other people were arrested. Secret Congress radio coordinated the underground activities. This was also known as a Karnataka method. And during this time, British imposed severe restrictions over the civil liberties. Okay, severe restrictions over the civil liberties. Okay, next, see, during the Quit India movement, okay, so during the Quit India movement, in the various regions of India, they declared their own independence. They declared their own independence, such as in Bhalia, they established, okay, in Bhalia they declared independence, in Satara they declared independence, in Tamluk they established the Jatiya Sarkar, in West Bengal, Isuru in Karnataka. Okay, the first village in India which declared the independence, that is what? Isuru. Okay, Isuru which district? Shomaga. Okay, next, Bhagalpur in Bihar. These regions, these provinces declared the independence during the time of Quit India movement. Hope you got it. Next, now this was the movement led by the Gandhiji, and it was succeeded. Now, there was another person called Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. INA. Indian National Army was formed under the leadership of Mohan Singh. See, INA was not established by Subhash Chandra Bose. Remember it. Okay. INA was established by the Mohan Singh. Later, it was taken by the Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. So, in 1943, okay, now the responsibility, the Subhash Chandra Bose became a leader of the Indian National Army. During this time, Japanese, okay, they handed the Swaraj and Shahid Dweep. Now it is known as a Andaman and Nicobar Island. Previously, Andaman and Nicobar Island comes under the control of Japanese. But during 1943, they transferred the power regarding the Andaman and Nicobar to the Subhash Chandra Bose. And Subhash Chandra Bose renamed it as a Swaraj and Shahid Dweep. Okay, recently the government of India renamed the Swaraj and Shahid Dweep, so Netaji Dweep, and the capital city of the Andaman. Which was the capital city of Andaman? Port Blair. Port Blair renamed as a Sri Vijayapuram. Yes or not? Yes or not? These are the very important current affairs. These are the questions asked in your UPSC exam. Okay, I think CAPF exam they asked this question. Okay, just go through it. What are the renamed islands in Andaman and Nicobar group of islands? Okay, very important. In 1944, Subhash Chandra Bose addressed the before arrival. Okay, he addressed the Indians, and in this address, the Subhash Chandra Bose he referred Gandhiji as a father of the nation. He referred Gandhiji as a father of the nation. Okay. Bose addressed the Indians through Azad Hind Radio in Singapore. Okay. Refer Gandhiji as a father of the nation. Okay. And Subhash Chandra Bose reorganized the Indian National Army, and he set up a 4 regiments of the Indian National Army, and he named after Gandhi Regiment, Chandrasekhar Azad Regiment, Nehru Regiment, Rani Lakshmi Bai Regiment. This Rani Lakshmi Bai Regiment is a women regiment of INA. Women regiment of INA, and this was led by Lakshmi Sehgal. Lakshmi Sehgal. See, Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose and Chacha were very good friends, close friends. Subhash Chandra Bose and Nehru. Okay, very close friends. Hope you got it. So, Subhash Chandra Bose reorganized the INA, and he set up 4 regiments, and he named after Gandhi Regiment, Chandrasekhar Azad Regiment, Jawaharlal Nehru Regiment, Rani Lakshmi Bai Regiment. Rani Lakshmi Bai Regiment was a women regiment. This women regiment was led by the Lakshmi Sehgal. Clear? So now, this was a Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. See, now see, INA was supported by the Japan. INA was supported by the Japan. See, for Japanese, the major enemies was Britishers in the Second World War. Allied power, Axis power, gottide. So just go through it. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, hence Japan supported to German supported Japan. Japan supported to INA. Okay, yes or not? INS. Okay, and they transferred Andaman and Nicobar Island to the Subhash Chandra Bose. Now the INA as well as the Subhash Chandra Bose reached to Port Blair in 1943. They hoisted the tricolor flag in the Port Blair. Okay, who hoisted? INA soldiers and Subhash Chandra Bose. Now see, the plan of INA is to reach India through northeast provinces. Okay, to reach India through northeast provinces. See, now INA soldiers, they captured the Manipur. They captured Manipur. Okay, Kohima. So sorry, they captured the Nagaland. Sorry, Nagaland. Okay, Nagaland. Then they want to capture the Imphal. Imphal was the capital city of Imphal. Which was the capital of Manipur? Hmm? Imphal. Okay, so now they are moving towards the Imphal. Okay, so sorry, first they captured Imphal, then they are moving towards the Kohima. Okay, now their plan is to first to capture the Kohima, then to capture the Bengal region. Through Bengal, they want to reach to Delhi. Through Bengal, they want to reach to Delhi. This was also known as the Delhi Chalo movement. Delhi Chalo movement. First they captured the Imphal. Now they are trying to capture the Kohima. Through Kohima, they want to cross the Brahmaputra river. Here, this was the Brahmaputra river. Okay, then they want to capture Bengal. Then ultimately their intention is to reach to Delhi and to attack on the Britishers. Okay, they captured the Kohima. Okay, they captured Imphal. Then now they are moving towards the Kohima. But in 1944, who supported the INA? In this movement, Delhi Chalo movement, who supported the INA? Japan. Okay, this was the North. Northeast region, ತುಂಬಾ ಮಾನ್ಸೂನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, heavy monsoon. Okay, so this was also one of the important factor. Then very important factor is that, okay, in 1944 45, okay, so the America, they throw a nuclear bomb over the Japan, little boy and the fat man, on Nagasaki and the Hiroshima. Now, after this incident, Japan decided to withdraw the support to the INA. Japan decided to withdraw the support from the INA. Till now, Japan is support ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. They are providing the basic food, okay, arms, okay, equipments, other training to the INA soldiers. Now, Japan is, okay, they decided to withdraw the support from the INA. But even though INA, they tries to capture the Bengal, but due to heavy monsoon, okay, these INA soldiers were not able to capture the Bengal. Okay, ultimately these soldiers were arrested. In between, on 18th August 1945, Subhash Chandra Bose was missed. According to historians, he was dead. Subhash Chandra Bose was missed in some mysterious circumstances. Okay, but what was the historians? What was the argument of the historian? He was dead. After the disappearance of the Subhash Chandra Bose, the INA soldiers were arrested and they were brought to the Delhi. Okay, so British suppressed as much as possible to the INA soldiers. Okay, so till now, no government were cared about what are the reasons behind the disappearance of the Subhash Chandra Bose. Even though that is Congress, that is BJP, only they are making statues. Instead of statues, they are doing nothing. Hope you got it. So only, what was their agenda? Politics, nothing else. One second. Okay, INA captured Kohima and the Imphal, but later Japanese withdraw the support. Subhash Chandra Bose, 18th August 1945, disappeared under the mysterious circumstances. Okay, so Taiwan plane clash agi death adru anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. We don't know what is it exactly means. Okay, so this is what the situation of the INA. So in 1946, okay, after the World War was ended, Second World War was ended. Okay, so Quit India movement was succeeded. Okay, in 1946, the British government appointed a cabinet mission, the cabinet mission consisted three leaders. Okay, that is Pethick Lawrence, Alexander, okay, A.V. Alexander, as well as the Stafford Cripps. And this cabinet mission recommended the Constitution of the Constituent Assembly for India. This cabinet mission ultimately accepted the formation of Constituent Assembly for India. Okay. Okay, and this cabinet mission rejected the separate state called Pakistan. Okay, this is about it. Okay, so now we have reached the final stage. Okay, take a break of 10 minutes. After break, we'll continue. Okay, done. Shall we start? No. Cabinet mission was was appointed by the British government. Okay, so it consists of three members. One is A.V. Alexander, Petty Lawrence, and the Stafford Cripps. And cabinet mission ultimately recommended to the formation of the Constituent Assembly for India, and it rejected the idea of two nation. Okay, Muslim League demanding for separate state. Okay, separate country like Pakistan, but it rejected the idea of the partition. Okay, so now later, Mountbatten appointed as a Viceroy of India. Okay, during this time, there were a lot of communal riots, lot of bloodshed were happened. Okay, majority people were killed between Hindus and Muslims. Tumba bloodshed agatte. Okay, so communal riots agatte. So Mountbatten appointed as a Viceroy of India. Ultimately, Mountbatten proposed his plan regarding the to reduce this kind of communal riots and the political dichotomy which was ongoing in India. So that's why he proposed his own plan. That is what known as a Mountbatten Plan, 1947. Under this plan, the British government decided to partition of India. This is how they divided us from 1909, from the Bengal partition of Bengal till 1947. This is how they divide us on the basis of the religion. Okay. So partition of India, then separate constituent assembly for Pakistan. Okay, now they are going to create two new states. One is India as well as the Pakistan. Hence, there will be two new constituent assembly. One for India, one for Pakistan. Next, freedom for princely state. Okay, then fixed date for transferring power to the new dominion state. Okay, August 15 decided to final date to transfer the powers to the new dominions, India and the Pakistan. According to the Mountbatten Plan, the British government, they passed a bill, they passed an act in the Britain Parliament that is known as the Indian Independence Act. Indian Independence Act. Okay, so India and Pakistan, two new states were created. Okay, transferred all the powers to the Constituent Assembly. Okay, British government transferred all the legislative, executive powers to the Constituent Assembly, and the Boundary Commission was set up under the leadership of Radcliffe. Radcliffe was a British official. Okay, he was the chairman of the Boundary Commission, and this person was responsibility to whatever the conflict is now going in between India and the Pakistan. This was a major person. Okay, he did not aware about the regarding India. He did not aware about the geography of India. He did not aware about the political, the cultural traditions of India. Just he arrived in India and just he demarcated some line and he went out of India. Okay. Next, India came into existence on Independence Day on 15th August 1947, according to Indian Independence Act. Clear? And the another important act is that till the formation of new Constitution of India, okay, the Government of India Act 1935 will be Constitution of India. Okay, ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದಾಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ 1935. Clear? This is what the situation. See, after in 1947, okay, this is a West Pakistan, this is a East Pakistan, okay, this was the India, okay. So during that time, there were 552 provinces, princely states, 552 princely states after the partition, and there was a right, okay, in Mountbatten Plan, there was a provision called right to princely state. Okay, and as well as 1947 Act, that act also provided a right to princely state, whether you can join Pakistan or India or you can remain a independence. Okay, it depends upon princely state. Okay, during that time, 552 princely state located within the border of the India. Out of 552, 549 were joined to Indian dominion. But other three like Kashmir, Junagadh, and Hyderabad. Okay, so Kashmir, the state Kashmir want to remain independent. Okay, but ultimately it was also joined to Indian dominion through instrument of the accession, and Hyderabad want to join to Pakistan, but ultimately through Operation Polo, it was also captured by the Indian government, and Junagadh through referendum, Junagadh was also captured by the Indian government. Okay, so this is how. Then in 1971, okay, East Pakistan became a West Bengal. Okay, previously this was the East Bengal. This was the West Bengal. Now West Bengal is in India. East Bengal. Before independence, it is known as a East Bengal. After independence, it is known as a East Pakistan. Okay. After 1971, it is known as a Bangladesh. 1971. Remember the attack, the war between India and Pakistan, the intervention of the Indian government, the prime ministership of the Indira Gandhi. Okay. So this is how India. Clear? Now, this is completed your national movement. Here is there a doubt? Madam? No doubt? No doubt is yeah? So I have shared ancient India bandide. Ancient India bandide. Medieval India they shared the notes. Modern India will share it. Okay. I think modern India also already share agide. Part 1, part 2. Part 2 agila. Okay. We'll tell them. Okay. They will share you the part 2 of modern India. Just go through it, revise it. Okay, so if possible, we'll share you the important facts regarding the important Congress sessions. Okay, I think nim kade ide ansutte. Okay, so ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ provide ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡಿ. Okay, important Congress sessions, important books, important journals, important personalities. Okay, regarding important committees. Okay, so you can refer her. Okay, so our kade ide our kadeinda ಇದು ಇಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, you can also take the notes from her. Okay, so this is completed your modern history. Now we'll begin with the history current affairs. Post independence India. After 1947, post independence India. That is for your UPC. Okay, till 1947 they will ask. Okay, now tell me, what are the history current affairs according to you? ಏನೇ ನಡೆದಿದೆ history current affairs? Maratha military landscape. Okay, then what kind of inscriptions? Awesome, some inscriptions. Okay, then I think Keladi inscriptions. Keladi. Okay, then what is the current affairs? Today current affairs? Yesterday current affairs? ACIO summit. Then very good. New slab of GST. Okay, next generation GST reforms. They're reducing. Okay, 18% to 18% and 5%. Reduce ಮಾಡಿದಾರ. Just go through it. What are the articles? Okay, reduced from. Okay, what was the previous slab? What was the current slab? Okay, just go through it. GST Council. Okay, in which year it was established? What was the provisions? Who was the chairman? Okay, if it was in news, you have to cover in 360-degree angle. Take one paper, cover it. Okay, definitely there will be a question. Definitely there will be a question. Then any other current affairs? Okay, that is what Maratha military landscape. Okay, then PM visited Japan, China. Okay, he participated in the ACIO summit. Okay, just go through it. What is ACIO? When it was established? What are the member countries? When India joined, both India and Pakistan joined in 2017. See, if they gave a statement, okay, India and Pakistan both together joined in 2017 to the ACIO, what will be your answer? Usually, majority people will wrong. Adan wrong ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ because India and Pakistan cannot together join. Hope you got it, but it will be the right. Hope you got it. So just go through it. Okay, what are the new member countries? Okay, so is there any agreement between India and China, India and the Japan? Okay, and previously the Prime Minister visited to UK. Okay, and India and UK agreed to the Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement (CETA). Okay, that is free trade agreement. Okay, then Prime Minister visited to the Maldives, and Prime Minister visited lot of countries. Okay, he is making history. Okay, so and most of the countries conferred their some civilian award to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister received the honor, the civilian award from the different countries. This was the question. This was the question. Just go through it. In 2025, what are the awards received by the Prime Minister from the different countries? Okay, what are the awards received from the Argentina, from the Brazil, okay, from the Maldives? Hope you got it. So very important current affairs. Okay, then any other current affairs? Chagos Island was in news. Okay, so just go through it. Then then recently election commission was in news because of the kind of okay, so politics. Okay, we don't need any politics. Okay, election commission, just go through it. What election commission, what are the constitutional provision? Okay, which article, the first election commissioner, go through it. Then US imposed a 25% tariff on Indian goods. Okay, 25%, now 50%. Okay, Trump became a dictator in a new world. Okay, so go through it. What is the follow? If you search it in YouTube, it will take 5 to 10 minutes to cover the entire topic. One single topic, it will take 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, not more than that. Then Operation Sindoor, Operation Mahadev. Okay, Nisar mission. ISRO, the mission between ISRO and the NASA. Okay, then Semicon India Summit. Semicon India Summit. Okay, so that is what. Then current affairs cover ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Not it. Okay. Then see, these are the questions regarding the UPSC they want to ask you in your IB exam. From IB exam, majority questions come from central government schemes. Okay, operations, like military exercises. Okay, appointments, awards, sports. These are the area in which IB will ask you the questions. Hope you got it. So that's why very important. Okay. Then what is it? That was also good initiative. Then now see, in Afghanistan, earthquake was there. I think 2 days back earthquake. Okay. Cloud burst in Uttarakhand. Just go to it, how it will happen. Cloud burst. Then they want to ask you yellow line metro. Don't worry. Okay. So then try to think what are the current affairs recently we have observed.
The clashes between Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka.
Related to Kachativu Island. Okay, that's old news. Okay, it's okay. Just to go through it. Okay, where it is located, through which agreement it was transferred to the Sri Lanka. Okay, so and also the renamed islands, Sri Vijayapuram. Okay, then Netaji Island. Okay, then Swaraj and Said Dweep in Andaman and Nicobar. Just to go through it. Very important. Then current affairs class ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? Not it for IB ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? Okay, it's okay. ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it's okay. If not, there is one PDF regarding the current affairs only for IB ACIO. If you want, we'll share you. Want?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll share you. Okay, that is some institution notes. Okay, they will cover very good in nature. And share ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, don't worry. Okay, just to go through it. Okay, then now we'll begin with the our portion, history, current affairs. See, uh, there were a lot of current affairs, but from your exam perspective, what are the questions? Okay, they can ask you. Okay, on the basis of the PYQs, on the basis of the important events. Okay, I have covered 3 to 4 important aspects. Okay, important current affairs for you. First one, that is Maratha military landscape. Maratha military landscape. Why this was in news? Because Maratha military landscape recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so now see, India is set to India is nominated Maratha military landscape as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, 24-25. Okay, then the Maratha so when was the UNESCO World Heritage Convention was adopted? UNESCO World Heritage. See, now you are reading UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's your duty to when this convention was adopted and UNESCO was established in which year and where its headquarters is located. Okay, it is your responsibility. It is headquarters is located in I think Paris. Okay, then it was adopted in 1972, the UNESCO convention. Okay, so now see, 12 Maratha forts recognized as a UNESCO. There were a lot of forts. There were more than 300 forts. Okay, Maratha forts. But only 12 Maratha forts recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Out of 12, 11 were located in Maharashtra. And one fort were located in Tamil Nadu. Okay, totally 12 forts were recognized as a UNESCO site. Out of 12, 11 were located in Maharashtra, one located in Tamil Nadu. Okay, see, the Maratha military landscape is a network of 12 forts and fortifications that represent the extraordinary military system and the strategy of the Maratha rules in the 17th to 19th century. Okay, the 12 parts of these nomination are okay. Here the Shuneri Fort, okay, Kanderi Fort, Raigad Fort, Pratapgarh. Okay, these are the fort located in Maharashtra, and your Jinja Fort in Tamil Nadu. Jinja, this was the only fort. See, they can ask you a fort. Which of the following fort located in Tamil Nadu? They can ask you. That is Jinja Fort. That is only Tamil Nadu. Okay, so instead of remembering all these 11 forts, remember this is what this one. Clear? So done. If you want, you can note it down. Don't worry, don't note all these 11 fort, only note one fort which is located in Tamil Nadu. Done. Okay, now see, total how many sites in India? Total how many UNESCO World Heritage sites? At present 44. Out of 44, 7 natural site. Out of 44, 7 natural site. Then 36 cultural sites and one mixed site. One mixed site. Okay, 36 cultural sites, 7 natural sites, one mixed site. one mixed site. And also remember, try to read about the Moidams of the Assam. Moidams of the Assam. This was also recognized as UNESCO site, 43rd UNESCO site. Moidams of the Assam. And these are the burial system of the Ahom dynasty. Okay, 41st site, that is Shantiniketan, 42nd Hoysala Monument, 43rd Moidams of the Assam, 44th Maratha force. Clear? So here I have given you, just to go through it. What are the UNESCO sites, where it is located? Okay. So see, now in India, total 44 site recognized as a UNESCO site, and India ranked 6th position in the world regarding the UNESCO World Heritage Site. First, it is your assignment. Which country has highest UNESCO World Heritage Sites in your world? China. China or Italy? Huh? India position is 6th. Okay, first. Okay, so 7 natural sites: Kaziranga National Park, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, Western Ghats, Sundarbans, Nanda Devi, Great Himalaya, then the National Valley of the Flowers. These are the 7 important. See, one mixed site is that is Kanchanjunga in Sikkim, both culturally as well as the naturally important site. Clear? Done? Both culturally as well as the naturally important site. Kanchanjunga. Kanchanjunga. It is here. Kanchanjunga National Park. Kanchanjunga National Park. In Karnataka, how many UNESCO sites? Karnataka. 4. What are those? Hoysala monuments, Hampi Pattadkallu, then Western Ghats. Okay. Now, see, India gets back to the legendary Piprawa gems from the Hong Kong after the government intervention. Hong Kong, okay, these Piprawa relics, okay, were put for the auction in Hong Kong, but later Indian government intervened and ultimately the Piprawa relics arrived to the India. What are these Piprawa relics? See, Piprawa relics, exact way to discover the Piprawa relics in 1898. Okay, the person who discovered the Piprawa relics was William Claxton. William Claxton. Okay, he discovered the Piprawa relics. Okay, so at Piprawa Stupa, the Piprawa Stupa was located in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, these Piprawa relics, okay, includes bone fragments, crystal cascades, gold ornaments, and other ritual offerings of the Gautama Buddha. Okay, Piprawa relics consist of bone fragments as well as the ornaments which was used by the Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha was the founder of the Buddhism. Okay, they can ask you Piprawa relics related to which of the following religion? That is Buddhism. And Piprawa Stupa located in the Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and the Piprawa relics was discovered by the William Claxton in 1898. Okay, so okay, an inscription in Brahmi script on one casket links to the relics directly to the Lord Buddha, stating that they were deposited by the Sakya clan. Gautama Buddha he belongs to the Sakya clan. Hence, he was also known as a Sakya Muni. Gautama Buddha also known as a Sakya Muni. In UPSC there was a question, the other names of the Gautama Buddha. That is Sakya Muni, Tathagata. Okay. Gautama Buddha also known as a Sakya Muni. Next. So this is about the Buddhism. Just go through it. And I'll hear now we'll deal with. See. Birthplace, okay, at Lumbini, okay, near Nepal, okay. Parents, okay. Father Shuddhodana, mother Mahamaya. Father Shuddhodana, mother Mahamaya. Okay, so important events in the Buddha's life. First one is birth and the great departure. Great departure means Mahaparinirvana. Mahabhinishkramana. At the age of the 29, he became a wanderer. Okay, he left out of the palace. This is also known as a Mahabhinishkramana. And at the age of the 35, he attained the knowledge. This is known as a Nirvana. Okay, this is known as a Nirvana. Then his first ceremony was held in Deer Park of Saranatha, and this first ceremony was known as a Dharma Chakra Pravartana. Okay, the Dharma Chakra Pravartana means the first ceremony of Buddha. Okay, which was held in Deer Park of the Saranatha. Okay, next Mahaparinirvana at the age of the 80, he was died. Okay, this was also known as a Mahaparinirvana. Mahabhinishkramana related to departure from the palace. Nirvana means enlightenment. Where he got enlightenment? Bodh Gaya. Okay, then Dharma Chakra Pravartana means the first ceremony. Okay, then Mahaparinirvana means death. Clear? Next. Buddha referred himself as a Tathagata, one who has thus come, and also known as a addressed as a Bhagavat. Okay, according to Buddhist text. Okay, then contemporary king of the Buddha. Okay, Vardhamana Mahavira, Bimbisara as well as the Ajata Shatru. Places related to Buddha. Okay, Bodh Gaya, where he enlightened, named Buddha after the attainment of the. He named as a Buddha after the enlightenment. Next, Saranatha, the first ceremony was held in Saranatha. Then Vaishali, the last ceremony. Then Kushinagara, the death place, at the age of the 80. Clear? So next, Buddhism. Okay, so the principles of the Buddhism, middle path. Okay, then the four noble truths: dukkha, samudaya, nirodha, athanga or ashtanga marga. Okay, so the world is completely filled with the sorrow. The desire is the main reason for the sorrow. Ase dukkhakke moola avla ಏನಂತಿಲ್ಲ. That is what ashtanga marga and the four noble truths are arya satyas. These four noble truths also known as a arya satyas related to Buddhism. Okay, to achieve these arya satyas, you should follow ashtanga marga or eightfold path. Okay, without attaining ashtanga marga, you cannot achieve the four noble truths. Okay, next, eightfold paths. Okay, next, major Buddhism rejects the authority of the Vedas and the concept of soul. Okay, see, but Jainism believes in the concept of the soul, but Buddhism rejects the concept of the soul. Remember this. And major Buddhist text, that is Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka means it related to the whatever the teachings of the Lord Buddha, and this was also known as a Buddha Vachana. Then Vinaya Pitaka, rules and the regulations for the Buddhist monks as well as the nuns. Then Abhidhamma Pitaka, it is related to philosophical analysis. Okay, then other books, Divyadhana, Deepamsha, Mahavamsha, Milindapana. Milindapana was written by, it is a dialogue between Indo-Greek king Milinda as well as the Nagasena. Remember ancient India. I told you, Milinda Pano. Next, the fourth Buddhist council. First Buddhist council was held in Rajagruha, and it was organized by the Ajata Shatru, and the president of the first Buddhist council was, that is, Mahakashyapa. Okay, then the second Buddhist council was organized by the Kal Ashoka. It was held in Vaishali. And the president of the second Buddhist council was Sabakami. And the third Buddhist council was organized by the Ashoka, and it was held in Pataliputra, and the chairman was Moggaliputra Tissa. Okay, and the fourth Buddhist council was organized by the Kanishka in Kashmir. The president was Vasumitra. In the fourth Buddhist council, the Buddhism divided into Hinayana as well as the Mahayana. Buddhism divided into Hinayana and the Mahayana. Clear? So this is about your Buddhism. Okay, Mahabhinishkramana related to what? When at the age of the 29, Buddha sacrificed, okay, his worldly life, and he left the palace and became a wanderer. Dharma Chakra Pravartana related to first ceremony. Hope you got it regarding Buddhism. Okay, first Jaina council was held in. First Jaina council. First Jaina council was held in where? Revise madilla. You people didn't revise it. Huh? First Jaina council. I'm not asking you the birthplace of the Vardhamana Mahavira. I'm asking you, where was the first Jaina council? Pataliputra. Second Jaina council? Vallabhi. First Buddhist council? Second Buddhist council? Third Buddhist council? Fourth? Kashmir. First Buddhist council chairman? Mahakashyapa. Second? Sabakami. Third? Moggaliputra Tissa. Then fourth? Vasumitra. First Buddhist council was organized by Adashatrutu. Second one? Kala Ashoka. Third one? Ashoka. Fourth one? Kanishka. Okay, in which Buddhist council the Buddhism divided into Hinayana and Mahayana? Fourth council. Okay, so the Sutta Pitaka related to?
Teachings of
So the teaching of discourse of the Buddha. Okay, then Vinaya Pitaka related to rules and regulations for the Buddhist monks and nuns. Then Abhidhamma Pitaka related to philosophical aspects of the Buddhism. When the Chori Chora incident was happened? 1920? The Chori Chora incident. Date 5th February 1922. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Search. Date, exact date. See, they will ask you on the chronological questions. So not only here, dates are also very, very important. 13th April 1990. Okay, so the communal award declared on which date? Communal award declared on 16th August 1932. Okay, the AICC passed a resolution to launch a quit movement on All India Congress Committee passed a resolution to launch a quit India movement on which date? 8th August 1942. Who participated in the all three roundtable conferences? Gandhiji participated in which roundtable conference? Second roundtable conferences. The Treaty of Allahabad. The Treaty of Allahabad between. I'm asking with the Treaty of Allahabad. The Treaty of Allahabad. Search. This is how revision is very, very important. Before arriving the classes, you have to revise whatever we have done in the previous classes. 17? 64 or 65? 64. That is 1765. 64 ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? That is Battle of Buxar. 1764. 1765, the Treaty of Allahabad. Between whom? Shah Alam II and the British. Shah Alam II granted the Diwani rights over the. Who introduced the dual government in Bengal? Robert Clive. Who abolished the dual government in Bengal? Warren Hastings. Okay, so this was the fact. Who completed the construction of the Qutub Minar? Who introduced the Iqtidari system? Who introduced the Iqtidari system? What is the basic salary of the ACIO? Huh?
What is the question?
Who introduced the Iqtidari system? Iqtidari system. What is Iqtidari? You don't know? Yesterday I told you now regarding the Iqtidari system. Yesterday I told you. Iltutmish. He introduced the Iqtidari. That's why I'm telling you. From the day one, I am continuously telling you. Try to revise it. Before arriving the classes, try to revise it. Not only my subject, all the subject. You people didn't revise it. You revised? But why? You revised it? Have you revised it? Then why? You are asking what is Iqtidari? Huh? You don't know. Effective revision is must. Okay. Piprawa relics was discovered by William Claxton. Total how many UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India? Total how many Ramsar sites in India? What are the Ramsar sites? Wetlands. Total how many Ramsar sites in India at present? 108. Ambulance number. 91. Okay. You, sir? You don't know? Tell me some random number. It's okay. Ramsar sites related to what? Related to conservation of the wetlands. At present, there are 91 Ramsar sites. Total, how many tiger reserves in India at present? Tiger reserves. These are the simple and common questions. Very basic questions. See, whenever you are attending any exam or attending any test, you people should not ignore. You people cannot ignore the basics questions. Like told you the schedules, how many tiger reserves, how many Ramsar sites. These are the some basics questions. How many national parks, how many UNESCO sites. The first Prime Minister of India, you don't know or not? The first Prime Minister of India, first woman Chief Minister in India, first woman Governor in India. These are the some basic questions. See, 40 to 50% of your paper will be based on your basics. 40 to 50%. Sometimes it is 60 till 60%, up to 60%. Questions come from your basics. So that's why make your foundation strong as much as possible. Without a strong foundation, you won't clear any exam. I'm not demotivating you. I'm telling you reality from my experience. I have attended lot of exams. I missed a lot of exams in the final selection. So that's why I'm telling you, try to revise it, try to build a strong foundation. Whichever exam you are preparing, whether you are preparing UPSC, whether you are preparing IB, whether you are preparing SSC, hope you got it. Take a guidance from your faculties, okay? Take a guidance from the institutions. Okay. We are here to provide you everything. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, focus on. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, try to next year. But don't let your, that is what, preparation. Don't ignore your preparation. Go through the NCERT, follow the NCERT. These NCERTs, these basics books build a very good foundation for you. Yes or not? Basics ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲೇಬೇಕು. If you don't know the basics, you won't clear any single exam. Clear ಆಗಲ್ಲ. If you have some basics, you can clear any exam. Without basics, you cannot single exam. If you have strong basics, you can clear any exam in entire country. Whether it is banking, whether it is SSC, whether it is UPSC, whether it is state, whether it is PSU, LIC, these kind of exams. Hope you got it. So, strong foundation, very important. Now, the last current affairs topic, that is the Prime Minister visited the Gangaikonda Cholapuram after the visit to UK and the Maldives. He directly arrived to the Tamil Nadu. The Prime Minister visited to Gangaikonda Cholapuram in Ariyalur district, Tamil Nadu, during the Adi Tiruvatirai festival and Brihadeshwara temple. Okay, the Brihadeshwara temple was a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Then he highlighted the Chola Empire's democratic traditions and released the commemorative coin marking 1000 years of the Rajendra Chola of Chola's Gangetic expedition. Okay, see the Rajendra Chola, okay, 1442, 1444. Okay, their capital was Tanjore. He belongs to the Chola dynasty. Chola dynasty was established by Vijayalaya Chola. Okay, he captured the Ganga river. Okay, and he brought the water from the Ganga river. Hence, he was also known as a Gangaikonda Chola. Okay, Rajendra Chola was also known as a Gangaikonda Chola. And regarding this incident, he established a city called Gangaikonda Cholapuram and he constructed a temple called Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple. Okay, so these are the important aspects. See now, Rajendra Chola, okay, so son of Rajaraja Chola, was one of the greatest rulers of the Chola Empire. He was the first Indian king to lead overseas military expeditions, extending Chola influence across the South and Southeast Asia. Okay, even though he captured the Ceylon means Sri Lanka, the some Malaysia, Burma part region. Okay, next the title, he assumed the titles like Gangai Konda Chola, after defeating the Palas in Bengal region, and Kadaram Kondan after naval victories in the Sri Vijaya Empire. Okay, the titles are very important. Okay, just highlight it, very important. And he also adopted title called Pandita Chola, okay, and Mudi Kondan. He founded a new capital, Gangai Konda Cholapuram, to commemorate his northern conquest, built a Brihadeshwara temple, okay, this was also known as the Gangai Konda Choleshwaram, and Chola Gangam Lake, okay, that is Ponneri Lake, in present in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so some kind of ಯಾವುದು ಇದಿತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ film. That is related to these people, Chola dynasty. Okay, this is about the Chola dynasty. So next, okay, the Rajendra Chola, okay, reasserted the control over the Chera and the Pandya regions. Okay, defeated the Jayasimha of Western Chalukyas. Tungabhadra River became a northern frontier. See, imagine this is India. Here, this is what the Chola Empire. Here, the Pandyas were there. Okay. Next, his conquest includes the Sri Lanka, Maldives, okay, Nicobar Islands, okay, then Burma, okay, establishing one of the earliest blue water navies. Okay, before Shivaji, these are the persons who established their monopoly over the navy. Then, under his rule, Tamil merchant guild likes Manigraman and the ACIO. Okay, so these are the guild system introduced during his reign. Okay, he promoted the Shaivism, patronized the Chidambaram's Natarajan temple, yet maintained a religious tolerance toward the Vaishnavism as well as the Buddhism. Very important. Okay, these are the some facts regarding the Chola dynasty as well as the Rajendra Chola. Okay, done. So very important aspects we have covered. Your that is what Piprava relics, UNESCO site, and the Chola Empire. Done. Clear? Here is there no doubt? No doubt. Who was the founder of the Chola dynasty? Vijayalaya Chola. Rajendra Chola was the one of the king. He was the son of Rajaraja Chola. Okay, and their capital was Tanjore. Their capital was Tanjore. So now, open your PYQ book. Open your PYQs. Open your PYQs. See, question number, page number 18, question number 20. Okay, question number 20. Sitta. ಸಿಕ್ತಾ ಮಾಡ? See, statement 1. The Indian National Congress was formed in 1885 with the Yeho Hume as its first president. Is it right? Statement 1. Then tell me why. Why this statement was wrong? Why this statement is wrong? Huh.
Doctor.
I'm asking you regarding the Indian National Congress. Who was the first president of the Indian National Congress? See, the statement Indian National Congress was established in 1885. Okay, Yeho Hume was the one of the founder. He was a British civil servant. Okay, then who was the first? The first session was held in Bombay. Okay, then who was the chairman of that particular session? W.C. Banerjee, Umesh Chandra Banerjee. See, if you eliminate the statement 1, automatically second option will be your answer. Yes or not? Yes or not? Option A ಅಲ್ಲಿ option A option 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, option 3 ಅಲ್ಲೂ 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, option 4 ಅಲ್ಲೂ 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. If statement 1 is wrong, if you eliminate the statement 1, automatically your answer will be statement so option 2. Even though if you don't know anything regarding the other statements, this is how basics work. Okay, now second statement. The Muslim League was founded in 1906 and proposed the idea of separate electorate for the Muslims. Okay, with the Lucknow Pact. I told you after the Swadeshi movement, the Britishers they secretly invited to the Muslim leaders, and ultimately it will lead to formation of the Muslim leagues. Okay, then All India Kisan Sabha was established in Lucknow 1936 to address the issues, okay, of the peasantry. Then the Gadar Party. See, Gadar Party was this party was a revolutionary party in 1913 and the 1915. Our time nalli revolutionary party idu. This party was established in USA. Important leaders Lala Hardayal, Kartar Singh Saraba, okay, Raj Bihari Bose, important leaders of the Gadar party. And why this Gadar party why this party known as a Gadar? They edited one newspaper called Gadar newspaper. That's why this party known as a Gadar party. Okay. The Gadar party was an international political movement founded by Punjabi Indians in United States and Canada with the aim to liberating Indians from the British rule. Is it right? Even though ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 3 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes or not? Next to one second. Next questions. Current affairs. See, page number 50, question number 1. Page number 50 and the question number 1. See, Akbar abolished Jizya, a tax on non-Muslims in 1564. Yes or not? I told you, the Jizya tax was abolished by the Akbar. Then the Mansabdari system, a grading of civil and military officials, was introduced by the Shah Jahan. Is it right? Who introduced the Mansabdari system? Akbar. Okay. 2 classifications of the Mansabdari system. One is Zat, another one is Sawar. Zat means personal rank and Sawar means the cavalryman they should maintain. Okay. Statement 2 is wrong. Same. Illu kuda ade work agutte. If you eliminate the statement 2, automatically your answer will be 3. Okay. See, these are the basic questions. Okay. It's your duty to wrong ಆಗ್ಲೇಬಾರ್ದು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. Okay. ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಇಂಥ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. The Aurangzeb was the last prominent Mughal emperor, and his reign marked the beginning of the decline of the Mughal Empire. I told you Aurangzeb was the last king of the Mughal Empire. After the Aurangzeb, the rulers were known as later Mughals, but these people were very inefficient. Okay, that's why Hyderabad, Bengal, Awadh, these provinces declared independence. In Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan. I told you. Yes. $50. Question number 14. Wait. See question. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was considered as a father of unrest by a British colonial authorities. I told you who referred Bal Gangadhar Tilak as a father of Indian unrest? British? Who was that person? Here they are making it very general sentence. I have told you very specific. Who referred the Bal Gangadhar Tilak as a father of Indian unrest? Valentino Chirot, British journalist. Okay, statement 1 is correct. Correct, pa. Dadabhai Naoroji, known as the Grand Old Man of India, was the first to calculate the national income of India. Correct. He was the first person who calculated the national income in India, and he was the first Indian who became a member of British Parliament. Done. Next, third statement. Subhash Chandra Bose went to lead a Indian National Army after resigning from the presidency of the Indian National Congress. Yes, is it right? Tripuri crisis ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ in 1939. Tripuri crisis. In 1938, Subhash Chandra Bose became a president of the Congress in 1938, Haripura Congress session, where he set up a national planning committee under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, in 1939, listen here. In 1939, again Subhash Chandra Bose want to become a president of the Congress, but Gandhiji opposed it, and he supported the Pattabi Sitaramaya against the Subhash Chandra Bose. But in this election, Subhash Chandra Bose won with huge majority and elected as a president of the Congress. Okay, but there is a one group called CWC, Congress Working Committee. These people, they created lot of obstacles to the Subhash Chandra Bose, and hence he resigned from the Congress and he established his own political party that is called Forward Bloc. Okay, later he joined to INA, later he went to Italy, Germany, then Japan, then the Koima Impal expedition I told you. Clear? Next, Bhagat Singh was one of the youngest freedom fighters of India and member of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. I told you the reasons behind the emergence of the revolutionaries, HSRA, Anushila Samiti, these are the revolutionary groups. Okay, the responsibility of these group is to recruiting the youths, and they provided training to the revolutionary activities. All these statements are correct. Next question. So that is one or questions irtave. Don't worry about it. Sufism. Then second, is there any questions? Questions ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ ಹೇಳಿ. See, question number, page number 91, question number 4. See, except statement 1, except, listen here carefully, except statement 1. What was the statement 1? The Swaraj Party was formed in late 1925 by Motilal Nehru and the C.R. Das to enter the Legislative Council. Okay, except statement 1, statement 2, 3 and 4. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 2, 3 and 4. See, statement 1, that is correct. The Swaraj Party was established by the see, non-cooperation movement ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Non-cooperation movement in 1920. In 1922, Gandhiji withdraw the non-cooperation movement because of, what was the reason behind the
Because they bombed the police station.
Chauri Chaura incident? See, after the non-cooperation movement, after the Chauri Chaura incident, Gandhiji was arrested. Okay, but national movement, there were various nationalist leaders who took active participated in the non-cooperation movement. After the disappearance of the Gandhi, these nationalist leaders, they divided into two groups. One is Gandhiites, those who followers of the Gandhi, and another is Swarajist. In Gandhiites, like Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad, Nehru, next that is what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. These people, they want to continue the non-cooperation movement. Then Swarajist means what? Motilal Nehru, Vittal Bhai Patel, okay, C.R. Das. These people, they want to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Okay, but later these people, they established their own political party, that is in 1923, not in 1925. Hope you got it. Next, Rowlatt Act was one of the important factors which led to non-cooperation movement in 1920. I told you the reason for the non-cooperation movement: Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, then the Khilafat issue. Yes or not? Huh. Next, the Simon Commission constituted in 1927 was the boycotted by Indian National Congress and the most of other Indian political parties. Why? I told you why earlier they sent to Simon Commission. Okay, so usually 1929 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು 1927, 2 years early. Then Azad Hind Fauj or the Indian National Army was organized by the Subhash Chandra Bose in 1943 in Southeast Asia, specifically in Singapore. Okay, so Azad Hind Fauj of the Indian National Army. So all these statements are, see, except one statement 1, 2, 3, 4 are right. Is there any questions? Is there any questions? Questions clearly. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತಾ? ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್? Page number 131, question number 1. Look at the page number 131 and the question number 1. See, statement 1. Look at the statement 1. Sikta. Question Sikta. The Government of India Act 1858 was the response to the Indian Rebellion in 1857. Okay, and East India Company lost all its administrative powers following the Government of India Act 1858, and its Indian position and the armed forces were taken over by the Crown. Is it right or wrong? Right, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ 1858 Act ended the administrative matters of the company, and from now onwards, who is responsible to the India? Britain, Crown. Okay, and they created a position called Secretary of State for India, and they renamed the Governor General of India as a Viceroy of India. The first Viceroy of India, the Canning, told you everything regarding the Government of India Act 1858. Next, the Indian Council Act, also known as a Morley Minto Reforms of 1907. Is it 1907? 1909. This is how they see Swaraj Party established ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವಾಗ 1923. They changed it 1925. Now 19 Council Act 1909. Now they changed it 1907. This is what the accuracy is very, very important. Okay, 1907 no, 1909 no, 1990 no, 1935 no. Instead of 1935, they will give you 1934. You people randomly 1934 ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ because of the lack of revision. Okay, revision is most important. These kind of questions. Statement 2 is wrong. See, if you eliminate the statement 2, automatically your answer will be 4. Yes or not? Right? Next, Montego-Chelmsford reforms 1919 initiated the diarchy system in the provincial government. I told you diarchy. Okay, diarchy means what? Okay, union list and the provincial list. Again, provincial is divided into reserved as well as the transferred. Reserved list means what? Very important subject. Transferred list means what? Less important subjects. Next, the Government of India Act 1935 provided the establishment of All India Federation and introduced the provincial autonomy. Is it also right? This is also right. Correct or not? Okay. See, if you eliminate this statement 2, your automatically answer barutte. Okay. See, acts ಬಗ್ಗೆ regarding acts will tell you in briefly. Okay, so it's your responsibility to follow it. Okay, and ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so try to cover it. See, important acts during the time of British era. So acts can be divided into two types. One is company rule, the acts under the company rule. Company rule from 1757 to 1600 to 1857. Next, crown rule 1858 to 1947. Why 1858? First war of Indian. Under company rule, okay, you can just note it down. What are the acts comes under the company rule? First one, Regulating Act 1773. Regulating Act 1773. Next, Pitt's India Act 1784. Pitt's India Act 1784. Then Charter Act 1793. Charter Act 1793. Then Charter Act 1813. Charter Act 1813. Then Charter Act 1833. Charter Act 1833. Then Charter Act 1853. These are the acts or the legislations which was introduced by the company. Clear? Regulating Act 1773, Pitt's India Act 1784, Charter Act 1793. Okay, so then Charter Act 1813, Charter Act 1833, Charter Act 1853. Now, after the first war of independence, okay, company rule was ended, crown rule was started. Okay, so under the crown rule, first one is Government of India Act 1858. Government of India Act 1858. Then Indian Council Act 1861. Indian Council Act 1861. Next, okay, next, Indian Council Act 1909. This was also known as a what? Parliamentary reforms. Indian Council Act 1909 was also known as a Parliamentary reforms. Next, Government of India Act 1919. Government of India Act 1990. This was also known as a Montego Chelmsford reforms. Government of India Act 1919. Then Government of India Act 1935. Government of India Act 1935. Next, which was the last act? Indian Independence Act 1947. Indian Independence Act 1947. Okay, see, this portion I have covered. Listen, this portion I have covered. I have told you Indian Government of India Act 1858, Indian Indian Council Act, okay, then Government of India Act, okay, Government of India Act 1935, 1919, and 47. This portion I have covered. Your responsibility is to cover this portion. Okay, ಪೊಲಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, if ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is your responsibility to cover the entire thing, because one question fixed from this portion in every government exam, wherever either state or the center, one question fix. Clear? Hope you got it. Time ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್ ಬುಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್, just follow it. Hope you got it. So now this is covered your history portion. Okay, we have covered ancient, medieval, modern, as well as the current affairs. Okay, and the PYQs. Okay, so hope okay you enjoyed. Speed aaytu, but we can't do anything. Okay, yes or not? Listen, first we will leave you. Okay, speed aaytu, but it's okay, we can't do anything because of the time. Okay, but I tried my level best to cover entire syllabus within the limited time span. Okay, hence try to revise it. Don't ignore any subject. Okay, so exam date bittag exam baridi. Okay, so solve the PIQ, solve the questions. Okay, try to cover the all the subjects. Hope you got it. Okay, try to revise the subjects. Okay, so thank you, all the best for your exam. Okay.